We heard mid-December last night from Heather
McMahon.
There it is. Melissa Stark.
Heather McMahon was on College Game Day.
Right.
Hey, did good.
Mm-hmm.
Did good. Talked a little shit.
Yeah, it was
not
good.
an easy spot. Raining.
Yeah.
She did her Heather McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Met her husband. He's a big-time football fan.
Sweet.
He said hello. They were very kind. Melissa Stark, though, who's been on TV 20 years, I do believe.
She was riding roller coasters last night.
I do believe. Yeah, they had her front row. Happy birthday, by the way, Melissa.
Yeah.
She said that Aaron told her, according to him, that he's coming back mid-December. That would be in about a month or so. That would be something that Greeny had been eyeing since the beginning of this injury and since the beginning of the speculation that he can make it back this season. No throwing before the game last night, AJ. No throwing by Aaron Rodgers before the game.
Yeah, what was that about? I haven't spoke with him. He didn't have like a setback, did he?
He also tapped that guy on the shoulder who was wearing his jersey in Vegas and said, hey, nice jersey, took a picture with him. That guy would then go on to further tweet that he was speed walking.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been moving pretty efficiently. He's got those big old shoes on still. He looks like he has a little bit of a delay on the, but he's still moving pretty good. 2 months removed from surgery. He's eyeing the middle of December. That would be a big deal.
Yeah, I think I saw him throw last night.
No, I don't think
The
so.
report was that on the way from L.A. to Vegas, he stopped at Joshua Tree, and the Moon Rocks told him he shouldn't throw last night, so he didn't.
Who?
Okay,
Aaron.
there we have it.
That makes sense.
We don't
Throw
know.
a ticker.
We
Throw
don't
a
know if
ticker.
the universe said that.
Moon
It's
rocks.
a little far-fetched.
Did he charge him? If they were
He had
charged
to
up.
charge him. He went there to charge him. He didn't. I don't think he got any info. He set him there to charge. He's going to pick him up.
When was the last full moon? That's what we got to.
About a month ago, because we're getting close to another one.
All right, so we'll ask him about tomorrow if he was charging up the moon rocks. But also, why didn't he throw? What's that all about?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe.
They also reported he's been on a treadmill that takes away 50% of his weight that he's been on. Did you hear that?
I don't know about that. That's what he mentions, right? When he talks about percentages of weight when he's walking on the treadmill or whatever.
I guess. Is that the water ones or the ones where they put him in like a
Zero
little
G.
diaper?
I think it's like the 0G they call it. So they're almost zippered in, and then they can change the amount of weight that I guess you're putting on yourself. Oh my gosh, here we go.
What's he saying here? Woody and Mark and Aaron.
Okay, I'm trying to
Hey,
slide.
boys. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you, Aaron. Good to see you, man. How's that Achilles? Coming back real quick, huh? Yeah, it's coming back good. Oh, that's good to see you. Oh,
Get in
he's
there.
good to see you.
Yes.
Are those
Hey, Woody, good to see you, dude. What's that, pal?
Were those stonewashed jeans he was wearing or white pants?
I think they were white pants, but if they were stonewashed jeans, shout out to Mark Davis.
No, I think they're white. He's all.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the ones next to him are white. That guy's blocking them right now, but you can kind of see Woody's.
They had a close-up of Mark Davis laughing last night while watching the game, and I just thought to myself, who has it better than Mark Davis?
Nobody.
I don't.
Yeah, Shefty, you mentioned Zach Wilson, and when you look at all the stuff with Nathaniel Hackett, obviously it seems like he may stink at his job, but at what point are the Jets just going to cut bait? Like, we heard Rodgers basically say, hey, I'm shooting for a potential mid-December return. Like, I know Saleh said, like, hey, he's our guy. He gives us the best chance to win. It's very clear, like, when you watch the game, like, this guy does not give them the best chance to win. Like, he's just, and it's not necessarily his fault, but, like, are we just going to keep doing the same song and dance where Saleh basically lies to the media and everyone and says, like, hey, we're sticking with this guy. Everyone believes him, even though post-game you got guys like Garrett Wilson basically crying in the locker room because he's saying, like, I just want the offense to be better. I want someone who could throw me the ball. Like, is there any chance they're going to start Trevor Siemian or someone else so that when Rodgers potentially does return, they're not like 4-10 and it's a moot point because they're out of the playoff picture?
Well, see, that's the whole thing. Unless they do their job, they're going to blow up the Aaron Rodgers comeback. Because why is he coming back if they're eliminated from the playoffs? And they have got to find a way to keep it close. Now, they could continue to stick with Zach Wilson, and maybe they will. That has been the unwavering stance of the organization since the night that Rodgers went down with the ruptured Achilles. They have not publicly vacillated off that at all. Everybody else is wondering when they're going to turn to Trevor Siemian to give this team a spark. Now, you can't look at that game last night and say that Trevor Siemian couldn't provide some kind of spark. Now, I don't know that he'd be better, but it might be worth a shot. They have not indicated up until now that they're willing to do that. I think everybody else is just waiting for this team to get some sort of injection of life, some sort of injection, and hoping and thinking that maybe Trevor Siemian can be the guy, because they've got to find a way to win a couple of these games to make it so that Aaron Rodgers' potential comeback is relevant. If they keep losing, he could want to come back in mid-December all he wants.
Yeah.
Why is he coming back if they're 4-8, 4-9? There's no reason for him to put himself out there behind that offensive line and risk himself when you should be getting ready for next season if they're out of the playoffs for this season. They need a spark right now.
Yeah.
So they can continue to stick with that all they want. But the fact of the matter is, everybody in New York, outside of that organization, is waiting for them to make a change and to see if there's somebody that can inject some life into this offense that hasn't had much in recent weeks.
Garrett Wilson has been doing well for our fantasy team.
Yeah, he's still doing very well.
And I think Zach threw for 230 or something like that. But you're right. I'm not around as many Jets fans as you on a day-to-day because you live over there. Boy, the Jets fans I know send hilarious text messages about the state of the Jets and their thoughts about Zach Wilson. They don't like him. They do not like him. Hitting a little hezzy on Max Crosby,
Good
though.
play.
BYU Pro Day.
Oh, yeah. Very athletic.
Hail Mary. I mean,
nice.
that was a nice little play. And then if he stays in bonds there, all these 36 consecutive things, it's an interesting scene over there. Aaron didn't throw in warmups last night. Hey, that was a storyline. We'll ask him about it tomorrow. Journalism. We'll ask him about it tomorrow.